We're going to be real honest today, Raider Nation. The Raiders have a problem, and the problem is not the quarterback situation. It's not Gardner Minshew, and it's not Aiden O'Connell. It's not the coaching situation with a brand new head coach who's never done it full time before. I know he was interim last year. So Antonio Pierce is not the Raiders' problem, even though ESPN says we have the worst coaching staff in the NFL. It's not the running back situation, losing Josh Jacobs and now having an unproven Zamir White. And the problem is not possibly that Devontae Adams is not happy. The problem is really this. It's us. It's you and me. It's the Raider Nation. Now, hear me out. I'm going to talk about something today that's been on my mind for a while, and I think we need to clear the air on a few things because since I've started this journey in YouTube about 7 months ago with the raiderdpodcast, man, I have gotten 99% positive comments in the comments section, but there's always that 1%. And maybe it's a little bit more, maybe it's a little bit less, but I'm just guessing here. But there's always that 1% of the season's already over. We suck. We're terrible. We need to fire Antonio Pierce. We should have got Jim Harbaugh. We should have went out and got Kirk Cousins. We should have went out and got all kinds of different quarterbacks. And we should have sold the farm and moved up and grabbed a quarterback. We should have moved ahead of the Broncos and grabbed Bo Nix. There's all of these we should have, and here's just another year of mediocrity, not going to be able to make the playoffs, but not going to get a number one draft pick in order to pick up, now it's Shedeur Sanders. Listen, for the 1% out there who believe this and feel this, and again, maybe it's more, maybe it's a little bit less, but here's how I feel about it. And that is that every single year for the past 20 plus years now, since our last journey to the Super Bowl, which was a very frustrating game to watch. In fact, I've said it before, I almost threw my TV out the window during that Super Bowl because we just played so bad. And it was obvious that John Gruden had our playbook and had all the guys knowing our playbook to the T. But we have to get over it. Yes, we've had 20 years of being mediocre. Yes, Derek Carr was never able to win us a playoff game. Derek Carr only got us to the playoffs twice. Once he didn't even get to play in, which is in 2016, which is his first one. And yes, we've never had a good defense. And maybe in the preseason, it looked like our defense maybe wasn't going to be as good as we're all hoping it will be. And on paper, it should be. But it's a new year, guys. It's 2024. Raider Nation, football is back, and we are about less than a week away now, as this is being recorded on a Monday, from us going into SoFi and hopefully dominating the Chargers just like we did at the end of last year. And I, for one, am super excited. So I know we have to kind of take history into account with how the Raiders have been so bad over the past 20 years. And we haven't made a playoff in over 40 years. And so that's the past, man. It's a new year. It's a brand new Raiders. Max Crosby, Devontae Adams, Zamir White, Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, Jacoby Myers, Trey Tucker, and Gardner Minshew. Listen, now, I've dogged on Gardner Minshew, according to some of you guys in the comments, which I don't believe I have dogged on him. I've just said I felt like Aiden O'Connell, if he could put everything together, could be a true pocket passer, an elite passer in the NFL. He didn't show me that, didn't show the nation that, and obviously didn't show the coach that this offseason, which is why we've gone with Gardner Minshew. And Gardner Minshew is one of those quarterbacks, he's going to be feast or famine. and he's going to make really big plays, and then he's going to make boneheaded plays. That's something that we're going to have to deal with this season. And hopefully we can get a long-term answer, because I don't believe that Gardner Minshew is going to be the long-term answer for the Raiders. I don't think he's going to be the next Ken Stabler. I don't think he's going to be the next Rich Gannon. But I think he'll be serviceable enough for us to maybe make the playoffs with him at quarterback, as long as our defense comes in and absolutely dominates like I'm hoping they will. If Max Crosby can get that entire defense to play with the anticipation, the speed, the quickness, and the motor that he plays with, then I think the Raiders are going to be in a really good situation. So I'm excited. Guys, if you're excited for some football, you're excited for the Raiders and hopefully us making the playoffs and winning some games this season, smash that like button down below. Help us out with the channel and make sure that you've subscribed if you haven't subscribed already.